Manchester United contact Bundesliga club for £70 million forward. Manchester United have made contact with Bundesliga outfit Eintracht Frankfurt to acquire the services of Randall Kolo Muani, according to The Athletic. John Murtough, the Red Devils football director, has opened discussions with the German side regarding a move for the France international. The forward is valued at around £70 million by Die Adler. The 24-year-old has also been on the radar of Bayern Munich. However, it is the Old Trafford side who have begun negotiations with the Deutsche Bank Park side for him. Eintracht signed Kolo Muani on a free transfer in the summer of 2022. Since then, the French national has broken onto the scene and caught a lot of people's attention. According to the Sun newspaper, Avram Glazer will bid farewell to Manchester United by making his last transfer. Avram Glazer is expected to bid farewell to Manchester by selling the club in June. The 24-year-old has appeared in 46 games this season, scoring 23 goals and 17 assists. So what is your opinion on this subject? Would you like to see Kolo Muani in Manchester? Manchester United linked with Juventus star Federico Chiesa, who could be sold for €35 million. Manchester United have been credited with an interest in signing Juventus star Federico Chiesa this summer, according to Corriere dello Sport. The Red Devils are prioritizing a new striker and a creative midfielder, but it has been claimed that manager Erik ten Hag would be interested in signing another left winger. Corriere dello Sport report that Chiesa could be an option for the Red Devils. The Bayern Canary are prepared to sell him for a package of around €35 million with bonuses. The Serie A giants valued him at €80 million after his starring role in the Euro 2020 final, but their stance has changed amid the attacker's injury troubles in the last year. Chiesa recovered from a serious knee injury to return to action in November, but he had a mixed second half to the season where he missed a few games with niggles. The former Fiorentina graduate prefers to play from the right wing, but he can also comfortably operate from the left side of the attack or as a second striker. His versatility would make him a quality signing for United. He managed only 10 goal contributions from 33 games last term, but was partly hampered by injuries. When fully fit and firing, Chiesa can be a menace for opposition defenses. He was splendid in the Euro 2020 final against England before sustaining an injury. For the price mentioned, United should be tempted to land his services, but the big question is whether he can stay unscathed over the course of an entire season. United don't need another injury-prone forward. With the Premier League being more intense than Serie A, the club need to be wary of Chiesa's fitness issues. Chelsea expect £80 million package for Mason Mount, but Man United hope to pay £55 million. Manchester United are hoping to negotiate a lower transfer package to sign Chelsea midfielder Mason Mount this summer, according to David Ornstein. The Red Devils have earmarked Mount as their priority target, with manager Erik ten Hag aiming to add more creativity from the center of the park next season. Personal terms have already been agreed with the Englishman, but the Red Devils still need to finalize a transfer fee with the Blues to secure his signature. Speaking on Rio Ferdinand's YouTube channel, Ornstein has now revealed that Chelsea are expecting £70 million up front for Mount with £10 million in add-ons. However, United are aiming for a compromise and hope to negotiate a deal worth £55 million for him. Chelsea are currently reluctant to lower their asking price, but their stance could weaken in the coming weeks as they get desperate to generate funds. The Blues will want to recoup as much as possible from player sales before the financial year ends on June 30th. Mount could fetch the highest fee for them. Hence, United need to be patient to sign the Blues graduate. The London outfit could eventually lower their demands, with Mount eager to move to Old Trafford. Ten Hag is reportedly eyeing 3 signings before preseason begins. aside from Mount, a new striker and a centre-back could be among the top priorities. Report claims Harry Maguire is reluctant to leave Manchester United. It has been assumed for some time that Harry Maguire would leave Manchester United this summer in search of regular game time. It is now being reported that Maguire is reluctant to leave Old Trafford, with the defender keen to stay and fight for a place in the team under Erik ten Hag. This sounds like a bit of a stretch, though. Maguire made just 16 appearances in the Premier League during ten Hag's first campaign in charge. If United are to sign another centre-back this summer, which has been speculated for some time, then Maguire would be pushed further down the pecking order. The England international is already behind Victor Lindelof, so he could get even less game time if he stays at United next season. But despite being axed, TalkSport have claimed Maguire would prefer to remain at United. Maguire's apparently reluctance to leave United comes amid reports of interest from Tottenham Hotspur. Perhaps the thoughts of moving there put him off the idea of leaving United, but it doesn't make much sense for the 30-year-old to remain. Aston Villa and West Ham are thought to be other options for Maguire to consider, but United have yet to receive any offers for their skipper. Lisandro Martinez speaks about his debut Manchester United season. Argentine centre-back Lisandro Martinez has expressed his delight after a wonderful debut season with Manchester United. The 25-year-old signed for the Red Devils from Ajax for £57 million last summer, and he had a difficult start to the campaign with defeats against Brighton and Hove Albion and Brentford. The Argentine was one of the best players on the pitch on that day, and this cemented his starting spot for most of the season until his unfortunate metatarsal injury against Sevilla in April. Martinez is expected to return in time for pre-season training, and speaking to the club's media, he has now expressed his happiness over an excellent debut campaign with the Red Devils. He told, "I'm really happy to be here, it's a big dream of mine." Meanwhile, Martinez was simply brilliant during his debut season at United, and he will be aiming to replicate the showing next term as the club push for more silverware. His centre-back partnership with Raphael Varane has been appreciated by fans, but United need to add more quality ahead of next season. Manchester United could pursue Sofian Amrabat this summer as brother Nordin drops transfer hint. Manchester United could pursue a summer deal for Fiorentina midfielder Sofian Amrabat. The Red Devils tried to sign the 26-year-old on loan with an option to buy in January, but Fiorentina rejected the transfer proposal.